Brace yourself for an epic winter survival challenge that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Join me as I embark on a daring 7-day adventure deep in the heart of a snow-covered forest. Armed with nothing but my wits and determination. No sleeping bag, no modern comforts, just raw survival skills put to the ultimate test. Picture this: bone-chilling temperatures, knee-deep snow, and a vast wilderness stretching as far as the eye can see. It's a scenario that would make even the toughest outdoorsman think twice, but I'm ready to face it head-on. With each passing day, I'll push my limits and show you what it takes to not just survive, thrive in one of nature's harshest environments. But this isn't just about enduring the cold, it's about mastering it. Watch as I construct a cozy shelter from the very forest that threatens to freeze me, transforming raw materials into a warm haven that defies the elements. You'll witness firsthand the ingenuity and resourcefulness required to create comfort in the most unforgiving conditions. And what's survival without sustenance? Get ready for some mouth-watering wilderness cuisine as I hunt, trap, and forage for food. Highlight: a sizzling meat BBQ by the crackling fire, proving that even in the depths of winter, a hearty meal is possible with the right skills and determination. This isn't just another camping trip. It's a testament to human resilience and the indomitable spirit of adventure. You'll feel the biting cold, hear the eerie silence of the snow-laden forest, and experience the triumph of overcoming nature's toughest challenges. It's a journey that will inspire, educate, and leave you in awe of the raw power of both nature and human will. So are you ready to witness an extraordinary feat of survival? Buckle up and prepare for an unforgettable 7-day odyssey through the frozen wilderness. This is winter camping like you've never seen before. No frills, no shortcuts, just pure, unadulterated survival. Don't miss this incredible adventure that will redefine what you thought was possible in the great outdoors. As the sun rises on day 1, the enormity of the challenge ahead becomes clear. The forest stretches out before me, a silent expanse of white as far as the eye can see. The air is crisp, biting at my exposed skin, a constant reminder of the harsh environment I've willingly entered. With no sleeping bag and only the bare essentials, I know that every decision from this point on could mean the difference between success and failure. My first priority is shelter. Without it, surviving even one night in these freezing temperatures would be nearly impossible. I begin by scouting the area, looking for natural features that could provide some protection from the wind and snow. After careful consideration, I choose a spot nestled between 2 large evergreens, their branches offering a natural canopy. Using skills honed through years of wilderness experience, I set to work constructing my shelter. Fallen branches become the framework, while pine boughs and packed snow form the walls and roof. It's a laborious process, made more challenging by the need to work quickly before the cold sets in. As the shelter takes shape, I couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. This will be my home for the next week, a fortress against the elements. With shelter secured, my attention turns to fire. In these conditions, fire isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. I gather dry tinder and kindling, carefully protected from the snow. Using a ferro rod, I coax a spark into a flame, nurturing it with steady breaths, until it grows strong enough to withstand the cold air. The warmth is immediate and welcome, a beacon of hope in the frozen landscape. As night falls, the true test begins. Without a sleeping bag, staying warm through the long, dark hours is a constant battle. I layer pine boughs on the shelter floor for insulation and huddle close to the fire, rotating periodically to ensure even warmth. Sleep comes in fitful bursts, interrupted by the need to tend the fire and move to keep blood flowing. Dawn breaks on day 2, and with it comes the realization that food will soon become a pressing concern. I set out to explore my surroundings, eyes peeled for any signs of game or edible plants. The snow makes tracking easier, and I spot rabbit tracks leading away from a thicket. Setting snares becomes my focus for the morning, using materials gathered from the forest. As the days progress, my routine becomes more refined. Each morning begins with a check of the snares and a gathering of firewood. Midday is spent improving the shelter, foraging for any available plant matter, and exploring the area. Evenings are dedicated to food preparation and planning for the days ahead. By day 4, my efforts in hunting pay off. A plump rabbit is caught in one of my snares, a welcome sight after days of minimal sustenance. The prospect of a proper meal reinvigorates my spirits. I carefully clean and prepare the rabbit, using every part to maximize my resources. The smell of cooking meat fills the air, a luxury that seems almost out of place in this austere setting. The BBQ by the fire is more than just a meal. It's a celebration of survival and ingenuity. As I savor each bite, I reflect on the journey so far. The challenges have been immense, but so have been the rewards. There is a profound satisfaction in providing for oneself, using nothing but what nature provides and one's own skills. The final days of the challenge bring new obstacles. A sudden snowstorm tests the limits of my shelter, requiring quick repairs and reinforcements. The constant exposure to the elements takes its toll, with fatigue setting in more quickly and the cold seeming to penetrate deeper. Yet with each obstacle overcome, my confidence grows. On the 7th day, as I prepare to leave my winter home, I'm struck by a mix of emotions. There's pride in what I've accomplished, gratitude for the lessons learned, and a deep respect for the power of nature. This experience has pushed me to my limits, forcing me to rely on skills and instincts honed over years of outdoor adventures. As I make my way out of the forest, the world beyond seems almost alien after a week of complete isolation. Comforts of modern life, once taken for granted, now feel like luxuries. Yet, there's a part of me that already misses the simplicity and purity of survival in the wilderness. This 7-day winter camping challenge was more than just a test of physical endurance. It was a journey of self-discovery, a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, and a profound connection with the natural world. It proved that with knowledge, skill, and determination, one can not only survive but thrive in even the most challenging environments. For those watching, I hope this adventure serves as inspiration. It's a testament to what's possible when we push beyond our perceived limits and embrace the raw beauty of the natural world. Whether you're an experienced outdoorsman or someone who's never spent a night under the stars, there is a lesson here for everyone about the power of perseverance and the incredible capabilities we all possess. As I look back on this extraordinary week, I'm filled with a sense of accomplishment and a renewed appreciation for the delicate balance between humans and nature. This journey has changed me, strengthening my resolve and deepening my connection to the wilderness. And while I'm grateful for the comforts of home, a part of me is already planning the next adventure, eager to once again test my limits in the great outdoors. Imagine being trapped in a relentless blizzard, temperatures plummeting to a bone-chilling -21 degrees Celsius. Your only lifeline? It's a flickering fire that stands between you and certain death. This is the harrowing tale of one man's desperate fight for survival against the merciless forces of nature. As the howling winds whip around you, each gust feels like 1,000 icy needles piercing your skin. The world has become a white void, with visibility reduced to mere inches. Your fingers, numb and clumsy, struggle to maintain the precious flame that's keeping you alive. Every second is a battle against the encroaching cold, threatening to extinguish not just your fire, but your very existence. The isolation is deafening. No help is coming. No rescue team can brave these treacherous conditions. You're completely alone, facing the ultimate test of human endurance. Your mind races, calculating how long you can last before hypothermia sets in, before your body gives up the fight. But giving up is not an option. With each passing moment, your resolve strengthens. You've prepared for this, trained for this, but nothing could truly ready you for the raw, primal struggle of man versus nature at its most unforgiving. As night falls, the temperature drops even further. The darkness seems to close in, bringing with it an overwhelming sense of dread. Your fire, once a beacon of hope, now feels painfully inadequate against the vast frozen wilderness surrounding you. Your supplies are limited, carefully rationed. Every decision could mean the difference between life and death. Do you risk venturing out to gather more firewood, exposing yourself to the full fury of the storm? Or do you hunker down, conserving energy and praying the blizzard passes before your resources run out? The hours crawl by, each one an eternity of cold, fear, and determination. Your body aches, pushed to its limits by the extreme conditions, but your spirit remains unbroken. You've come too far, endured too much to give up now. As dawn breaks, casting a pale, ghostly light across the snow-covered landscape, you realize you've made it through the night, but the ordeal is far from over. The blizzard shows no signs of relenting, and you know that each day will bring new challenges, new tests of your will to survive. This is more than just a tale of survival. It's a raw, visceral experience that will push you to the very edge of human endurance. You'll feel the biting cold, hear the deafening silence of the frozen wilderness, and taste the fear that comes with facing nature at its most unforgiving. Prepare to be transported into a world where every breath is a struggle, every moment a fight for survival. This is extreme winter survival, where one man's will to live is pitted against the merciless forces of nature. Can he overcome the impossible odds stacked against him? Or will the frozen wasteland claim another victim? Join us on this heart-stopping journey of survival, where the line between life and death is as thin as the ice beneath your feet. Experience the triumph of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming adversity. This is a story that will chill you to the bone and leave you questioning. What would you do to survive? As the blizzard rages on, your world shrinks to the small circle of warmth provided by your fire. The flames dance hypnotically, casting flickering shadows that seem to come alive in the swirling snow. You find yourself talking to the fire, pleading with it to stay lit, to keep you alive for just one more hour, one more day. Your mind wanders to the events that led you here. Is it a miscalculation, an unexpected turn of weather, perhaps a deliberate choice to test your limits? Whatever the reason, you're now locked in a life-or-death struggle with Mother Nature herself, and she's showing no mercy. The sound of cracking ice in the distance sends a jolt of fear through your body. Is the ground beneath you stable? Or are you unknowingly perched on a frozen lake, with only a thin layer separating you from the icy depths below? Every decision, every movement now carries the weight of potential disaster. As you huddle closer to the fire, you reflect on the skills that have kept you alive so far. The ability to start and maintain a fire in these conditions is nothing short of miraculous. You think back to the countless hours spent practicing, perfecting techniques that seemed trivial at the time, but now mean everything. Your stomach growls, a harsh reminder of another enemy you're battling. Hunger. The meager rations you have left must be carefully managed. Each bite is savored, a small pleasure in this world of pain and cold. You find yourself dreaming of warm meals and comfortable beds, luxuries that now seem as distant as the stars hidden behind the storm clouds. The wind changes direction, driving snow and ice directly into your makeshift shelter. You scramble to reinforce your defenses, using every ounce of strength to pile snow and ice into a protective wall. Your hands raw and blistered, scream in protest, but you push through the pain. There's no room for weakness here. As you work, you catch a glimpse of your reflection in a shard of ice. The face staring back at you is almost unrecognizable, gaunt, weathered, with eyes that hold a mix of fear and determination. You wonder if you'll ever look the same again, if you'll ever feel warm again. The hours blend together, marked only by the need to tend the fire and perform the basic tasks of survival. Gathering wood becomes an epic journey, each step a battle against the wind and snow. You push yourself to the limit, knowing that without fuel, your chances of survival drop to zero. In moments of clarity, you think about the loved ones waiting for you back home. Their faces become a talisman, a reason to keep fighting when every fiber of your being screams for rest. You make silent promises to them, vowing to return, to hold them once more. As another night approaches, you prepare for the long hours of darkness ahead. The fire, your constant companion, seems smaller somehow, as if it too is feeling the strain of this endless battle. You feed it carefully, coaxing it back to life with precious kindling in your own breath. The darkness brings new terrors. Strange sounds echo through the night, the groan of shifting ice, the howl of distant wolves. Your imagination runs wild, conjuring images of creatures lurking just beyond the firelight. You force yourself to stay rational, to focus on the tasks at hand, but the primal fear of the unknown is hard to shake. Sleep comes in fitful bursts, never deep enough to truly rest. Every sound jolts you awake, your hand instinctively reaching for the fire, ensuring it hasn't gone out. The cold seeps into your bones, making even the simplest movements painful. As dawn breaks once more, you realize you've lost track of how long you've been out here. Days? Weeks? Time has become meaningless, measured only in heartbeats and breaths. The storm shows no signs of weakening, and you wonder how much longer you can hold out. But with the new day comes a renewed determination. You've made it this far, defied the odds at every turn. You refuse to let this frozen hell be your final resting place. With trembling hands, you stoke the fire once more, ready to face whatever challenges the day brings. This is more than just a test of physical endurance. It's a battle of will, a struggle against the darkest parts of yourself that whisper of surrender. But you've come too far, fought too hard to give up now. As long as there's breath in your body and fire in your heart, you'll keep fighting. Your story is one of raw human survival, a testament to the incredible resilience of the human spirit. It's a reminder that even in the face of nature's most brutal forces, hope can survive, burning as brightly as the fire that keeps you alive. As the blizzard rages on, you stand defiant, a lone figure in a world of white. Your journey is far from over, but with each passing moment, each challenge overcome, You prove that the will to live is the most powerful force of all. This is extreme winter survival, a battle against the elements that will push you to your very limits and beyond. It's a story of courage, determination, and the unbreakable human spirit. Are you ready to experience the ultimate test of survival? Brace yourself for an adrenaline-pumping adventure as one man faces the ultimate winter survival challenge. Witness the raw power of nature and the indomitable human spirit in this gripping tale of solo winter. Camping in the heart of a relentless blizzard. For 5 grueling days, our intrepid explorer battles against the elements, armed with nothing but his wits and a handful of essential gear. As howling winds whip snow into a frenzy, he must carve out a sanctuary between 2 towering rocks, transforming this harsh landscape into a temporary haven. But survival is just the beginning. Watch in awe as he demonstrates the ancient art of fire-making in the most unforgiving conditions imaginable. With each spark, he defies the bitter cold and encroaching darkness, proving that even in the bleakest moments, hope can ignite. This is no ordinary camping trip. It's a testament to human resilience, a masterclass in wilderness skills, a breathtaking journey into the heart of winter's fury. Prepare to be captivated, inspired, and left in wonder at the sheer determination it takes to thrive in nature's frozen embrace. As the snow begins to fall, our lone adventurer sets out into the wilderness, his backpack laden with the bare essentials needed to survive the harsh winter conditions. The air is crisp, and the landscape is blanketed in pristine white. A deceptively beautiful scene that belies the challenges that lie ahead. The first day is spent trekking through deepening snow, each step a battle against the accumulating powder. Our camper's eyes scan the horizon, searching for the perfect spot to make his stand against the impending storm. As the wind picks up and visibility decreases, he knows time is of the essence. Just as the blizzard begins to unleash its full fury, fortune smiles upon our hardy explorer. He stumbles upon 2 massive rocks, their weathered faces offering a natural windbreak against the howling gale. With a surge of hope, he realizes this could be the key to his survival. Without hesitation, he sets to work. Using his snow shovel and bare hands, he begins to dig furiously, carving out a space between the rocks. The snow flies as he races against the rapidly deteriorating weather, his breath coming in ragged gasps visible in the frigid air. As night falls, our camper has managed to create a rudimentary shelter. It's far from comfortable, but it offers protection from the worst of the wind and snow. Exhausted, but determined, he crawls inside, listening to the storm rage outside his makeshift haven. Day 2 dawns, and the blizzard shows no signs of abating. Our survivor emerges from his shelter, blinking against the blinding whiteness. Today's mission is critical: gathering firewood. In these conditions, fire isn't just a comfort, it's a lifeline. He trudges through waist-deep snow, searching for any dry wood that might have survived the onslaught of snow. Each piece is a precious find, carefully collected and brought back to the shelter. The work is grueling, but the alternative, freezing in the darkness, is unthinkable. As the day wears on, our camper turns his attention to improving his shelter. He uses branches and packs snow to reinforce the walls, creating a more insulated space. Every improvement, no matter how small, could mean the difference between life and death in these extreme conditions. With nightfall approaching, it's time for the most crucial task: starting a fire. The wind howls mercilessly, threatening to extinguish any flame before it can take hold. Our survivor hunkers down, using his body as a shield against the gusts. Spark after spark flies from his fire starter, each one a desperate hope for warmth and light. Finally, a tiny flame sputters to life. With painstaking care, he nurtures it, feeding it with the driest tinder he could find. Slowly but surely, the fire grows, casting a warm glow across the snow-covered ground. The crackling of the flames is a sweet melody, a defiant song against the roaring blizzard. As he settles in for the night, warmed by the fire and sheltered from the worst of the storm, our camper allows himself a small smile. He survived another day in this frozen wilderness, but the challenge is far from over. The third day brings a brief lull in the storm, a deceptive calm that our survivor knows better than to trust. He uses this opportunity to venture out, gathering more firewood and attempting to set some rudimentary traps for small game. Food is becoming a pressing concern, and he knows he must take advantage of every moment of clear weather. As he works, he remains vigilant, always aware that the blizzard could return at any moment. His ears are attuned to the slightest change in the wind, his eyes constantly scanning the horizon for signs of approaching weather. Sure enough, by midday, the storm returns with a vengeance. Our camper retreats to his shelter, grateful for the improvements he's made. The reinforced walls stand strong against the renewed assault of wind and snow, a testament to his ingenuity and hard work. Inside the shelter, he focuses on maintaining his fire, knowing it's his lifeline in this frozen world. Each piece of wood is carefully rationed, burned with the utmost efficiency to provide maximum heat with minimal waste. As night falls once again, the dancing flames cast eerie shadows on the snow-packed walls, a reminder of the thin line between survival and disaster. Day 4 dawns, and our survivor awakens to a world transformed. The blizzard has dumped feet of new snow overnight, nearly burying his shelter. Emerging is a Herculean task, requiring him to dig his way out through a wall of compacted snow. Once outside, he's greeted by an alien landscape. Familiar landmarks are buried, the terrain completely altered by the storm's fury. It's a stark reminder of the power of nature and the precariousness of his situation. Despite the challenges, our camper knows he must press on. He spends the day clearing snow from around his shelter, ensuring it doesn't collapse under the weight. Every movement is a battle against exhaustion and the biting cold, but he perseveres, driven by an unbreakable will to survive. As the day progresses, a new worry emerges. His food supplies are running dangerously low, and none of his traps have yielded results. The prospect of hunger adds a new dimension to his struggle, a gnawing reminder of his vulnerability in this harsh environment. Yet, even in the face of these mounting challenges, our survivor refuses to give in to despair. He knows that maintaining a positive mindset is just as crucial to survival as physical preparation. As he tends to his fire that night, he focuses on the small victories another day survived, another night with shelter and warmth. The final day of this epic adventure breaks cold and clear. The storm has finally passed, leaving behind a world of pristine white as far as the eye can see. Our camper emerges from his shelter, blinking in the bright sunlight reflecting off the snow. There's a sense of triumph in the air, a feeling of having faced nature at its most brutal and emerged victorious. Yet our survivor knows better than to let his guard down. The journey isn't over until he's safely back in civilization. With a mixture of reluctance and relief, he begins to break down his camp. Each item is carefully packed away, leaving no trace of his presence save for the temporary shelter that served him so well. As he works, he reflects on the lessons learned, the skills honed, and the profound respect for nature that this experience has instilled in him. Finally, with his pack secured and a last look at the site of his incredible adventure, our camper sets off. The trek back will be challenging, navigating through deep snow and altered terrain. But he moves with confidence, knowing that he has faced the worst winter could throw at him and emerged stronger as he disappears into the snowy landscape. We were left with a profound appreciation for the resilience of the human spirit and the raw beauty of the winter wilderness. This solo camping adventure in the heart of a blizzard stands as a testament to what can be achieved with preparation, skill, and an unwavering determination to survive. For those who dare to venture into nature's extremes, this story serves as both an inspiration and a warning. It reminds us of the incredible experiences waiting in the great outdoors, while also underscoring the respect and preparation required to face such challenges safely. In the end, our survivor's journey is more than just a tale of winter camping. It's a story of human endurance, of pushing limits, and of finding strength in the face of overwhelming odds. It's a reminder that even in our modern world, there are still adventures to be had and wildernesses to be explored for those brave enough to answer the call.